And over the past 6 decades, we've been fortunate to have the partnership of the support of the key leaders in the city of Anaheim. Now, their efforts to create an environment that encourages big investments and creates jobs allows us to provide new experiences for all of our guests. Like a whole new land at Disneyland, or should I say galaxy?
Yeah.
And I'm just guessing that some of you may have heard just a few hours ago here at the D23 Expo that Bob Iger announced that we have some big news for our domestic parks. We'll soon be transporting our guests to some of the most anticipated worlds from one of our most treasured franchises, a story that translates across time and place, of course, Star Wars. Building authentic lands in Anaheim and Orlando based on stories that take place in a galaxy far, far away. Now, Bob shared our ambitions to create a new 14-acre immersive environment that will introduce you to a Star Wars planet you've never seen before. A gateway planet located on the Outer Rim, full of places and characters both familiar and not so familiar. For you, our guests, every encounter will bring more of the Star Wars story to life in a place you can explore like never before. Now, the inhabitants of this remote frontier town, one of the last stops before wild space, will operate every store and restaurant. Every single thing will be in story. As you explore this new planet, each experience will literally be out of this world, like this big fellow up here. It really is incredible. Simply setting foot into the land is going to be amazing, and we know that Star Wars fans will want to be there. But we're also dreaming up attractions that push the boundaries beyond just the thrilling lands. You'll be able to fly a mission on one of the most recognizable ships in the galaxy, the Millennium Falcon, and experience an epic Star Wars adventure that puts you in the middle of a climactic battle. Now, lands of this scale and detail will obviously take some time to create, and we know they have to be great, but our ambition is up to the challenge. In the meantime, there's even more news for Star Wars fans, because while we are waiting for these new immersive lands to take shape, we have plans to let our guests at Disneyland and Walt Disney World experience more of the Force over the next several months. Here to tell you more about all things Star Wars is the Imagineer leading this project. Please join me in welcoming Scott Trowbridge.
And to answer your question, I want to go there, but not until it's built. You know, ever since I was a kid growing up in the Midwest, worked for Bob, I thought I'd give it a shot, and I saw that first Star Wars movie. Man, I was hooked, and it sounds like I'm not alone. Yeah. I mean, since that first Star Wars movie kind of hit the screen almost 40 years ago. The amazing characters, the locations, not to mention the aliens, the droids, the spaceships. I mean, man, you know, they've all kept people dreaming about visiting that galaxy far, far away. And for me, and it sounds like many of you as well, that dream included a desire to actually visit the world of Star Wars. So, it seems that over the years, that attraction to that world has just grown. And you need only look at the anticipation surrounding the new film, Star Wars The Force Awakens, to see evidence of that. Well, as Bob mentioned, we at Walt Disney Imagineering have been working really, really hard to make that dream come true. And I couldn't be more excited about the worlds, plural, that we're creating, and soon we'll be able to invite you to step into and live your own version of a Star Wars hero's journey. I can't wait till you're able to kind of step into these worlds and experience the action, the adventure, the mystery, the drama, even the humor, all those things that make Star Wars, but this time putting you right in the middle of that classic battle between the dark side and the light. Of course, we couldn't be doing this without a great partnership between WI, our park operators, and most importantly, our team members at Lucasfilm. And that partnership, as you know, is not actually new. For more than 25 years, we've been collaborating with George Lucas and Lucasfilm on ways to bring this world to life in our parks. The new lands we have planned for Disneyland and Disney Hollywood Studios, the largest single land expansion either of those parks have ever had, they'll be nothing like you've seen before. You'll get to explore these new planets, never before seen, meet some new characters and some familiar ones, and have that chance to truly step into this wonderful galaxy of sights and sounds, smells, tastes even, and of course adventures. You know, and that's what's one of the things that's great about this project, is being able to truly step into this world and experience it with all of the senses. That's what we do at parks and resorts. I mean, who's ever wondered what bantha fodder actually smells like? Or maybe the taste of blue milk? Anyone? Yeah. Well, we're still working on the detailed designs, but the renderings you're seeing today, they should give you a very good sense of the level of immersion and detail and authenticity that we're using to bring this world to life. And that makes sense because together with Lucasfilm, we're taking this initiative very, very seriously. I mean, we have 40 years of dreaming to live up to. So, as you would expect, that's going to take some time. But as Bob also said, you won't have to wait that long to experience some more of the Force in our domestic parks. In fact, those of you who have seen our new World of Color show at Disney California Adventure may have noticed when it opened in May that it included some new footage from Episode 7, Star Wars The Force Awakens. And as we lead up to the launch of that new film and beyond, we have even more Star Wars experiences planned. So many of you are probably familiar with one of the early results of the Disney Lucasfilm partnership. Anybody here ride Star Tours? Yeah. Well, since Star Tours took its first voyage right here at Disneyland in 1987, it's been a fan favorite. And we've updated it before, and we're going to update it again.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. So later this year, Star Tours will be adding a new destination and a chance to visit a new world from Episode 7. And you might even have a chance, spoiler alert, to meet some new characters. Also later this year, we're going to be updating our popular Jedi training live experience, adding some new designs, some new characters, some new storylines. And in addition, I'm happy to announce some brand new opportunities to experience Star Wars, both in Orlando and right here in Anaheim. Later this year, we'll be counting down to Star Wars Launch Bay, a new location where guests can celebrate all things Star Wars. You can interact with some of your favorite characters and hear from the designers and directors of the latest Star Wars installments. You can explore exhibits of props, costumes, artwork from both the films and the animated series. And even be able to play the latest, coolest new games that come out of the Star Wars universe. Anybody seen some of the previews for either Disney Infinity or Star Wars Battlefront? They look fantastic. And I'm super excited to say that at Star Wars Launch Bay, you'll be able to experience some new custom content only available in those locations. And we're not done yet. In early 2016, we'll be launching a limited time seasonal event, both in Orlando and also right here in Anaheim, building on the success of Orlando's Star Wars weekends. We're going to be launching a new event called Star Wars Season of the Force in both locations. Right here in Anaheim, first time. Now, this limited time event is going to be a great place to kind of amp up your Star Wars experience. We'll have enhanced character experiences, some limited time special food, drink, and merchandise opportunities, and some great new location-specific entertainment content specific to each location. For example, right here in Disneyland, guests in Tomorrowland will be able to experience the classic Space Mountain attraction in a whole new way, but it becomes Hyperspace Mountain. Pretty awesome. New digital projection, an enhanced customized soundtrack, and new special effects are really going to put you in the middle of a high-energy experience celebrating all the sights, sounds, and visceral excitement of Star Wars. And at Disney's Hollywood Studios in Orlando, a new custom fireworks show will light up the night sky during the event. Yep. Set to that unforgettable John Williams score. Yeah. So I can tell you, just a few weeks ago, we were at Abbey Road Studios in London, recording some of these new scores with the London Symphony Orchestra. And I can't imagine anyone not getting chills when you hear those amazing musical themes come to life in this brand new way. But full disclosure, I'm a little bit of a geek, so I might get off on something like that. So, yeah, it's awesome. The music is just awesome. So with Star Wars Launch Day, Season of the Force, an updated Star Tours and Jedi Training Academy, we're adding a lot of new Star Wars experiences in just the next few months. In the meantime, we're continuing to develop those amazing new lands you saw, and the opportunity for you to experience those stories and characters like never before. We've got a great team working. They're working hard, and all that stuff will be here faster than the Millennium Falcon can make the Kessel Run. I said I was a geek. I'm owning up to it. I'm owning it. So stay tuned. We got more to talk about later. We're ready to make some more detailed announcements, but we hope you're all as excited as we are. Thank you.